Here we go. This is the brand new SAT Test 5, the digital SAT. I have never seen this test before. College Board just dropped it, fresh release for us. I'm going to give it a shot to really the first module and see how well I do. This should be a perfect score, so if it helps you, please take a second to like, share, subscribe. It really helps us out here at ActinEd. Let's get into it without further ado. I have Desmos open here on the left-hand side of the screen, if you can see that, just because you're allowed that tool when you take these tests, and it's extremely helpful. Hopefully, you watching me use it will definitely help you, and it'll teach you when and where to use it. Let's get started. It says, what is the solution to this system? Well, it's probably where these two things cross. Therefore, what is that? That's 4, 5, C. Let's keep going. I'm coming down here for number 2. Number 2 says, on the first day of a semester, a film club has 90 members. Each day after the first day of the semester, 10 new members join. If no members leave the film, how many total members will the club have after not 4 days? Well, if the first day had 90, the second day will have 100, third day will have 110, and the fourth day will have 120. On the first day, a film club has this many. Okay, so 4 days after, so I guess we'll go to the fifth day. The fifth day will be 130, and there's no other answer choice for 120 anyways. That's number 2. Easy. Let's keep going. Come on over here for number 3 once it loads. It says, what is the y-intercept of the graph here? Well, the y-intercept is 0, 8, positive. It's D. Just making sure, because that's too easy. Okay, let's keep going. Coming down here to number 4. Number 4 is asking for a solution. Well, I could just plug 3 in for R here, really making it S plus 7 times 3 equals 27. Subtracting 21 from both sides, S equals 6. And at that point, what's the answer? The answer is R, comma, 6. I have B. Let's keep going. Here's number 5 when you're ready. It says that it wants to describe linear exponential. Really, a linear function will have a steady slope. It's rising 1, running 1, rising 1, running 1, rising 1, running 1. This, my friends, is B, an increasing linear. I'm going to number 6. Number 6 says, what is the value of x at the solution? Again, where they cross. What's the value of x? I get 4. Wow, this is easy so far. Let's come over here and try 7. What is the range of the data? Well, range is just high minus low. Again, highest value minus lowest value, 52 minus 23, I believe to be 29. All right, that is good there. Let's come over here for number 8. Number 8 looks like an angle question. Which of the following values is true? Well, if this is 145, then this is also 145. So I think it's just C. I'm just looking around. Do any of the other answer choices make any sense? Not really. Easy question. Let's keep going. I'm looking at number 9. It says, if this day has 670 minutes of daylight, how many minutes of non-daylight does it have? Interesting. So x plus y equals 1440. The minutes of daylight between sunrise and sunset. X is the number of minutes of non-daylight. Y on a particular day. Wait a second. This equation represents the number of minutes of daylight between sunrise and sunset. X is the minutes of daylight. Okay, that was a little confusing. And the number of minutes of non-daylight, Y, on a particular day in Oak Park. So Y is non-daylight, X is daylight. If X is 670, then what's Y? Isn't that 770? B, really 670 plus Y equals 1440. I would just subtract 670 from both sides. I think you get 770. All right, interesting. I'm coming over here for number 10. It says, Scott selected 20 employees at random from all 400 employees of the company. He found that 16 of the employees in the sample are enrolled in exactly 3 professional development courses. Based on Scott's findings, Which of the following is the best estimate of employees at the company who are enrolled at exactly 3? Okay, so he selected 20 employees from 400. He found that 16 of those 20, so this is easy, 16 over 20 is equal to, really 16 over 20 times 400. That's really what I would do. You could also set up a proportion, which was what I was about to do. 16, so part to the whole is equal to the part to the whole. At that point, you could solve that by cross multiplying, but I'm just going to do it my top way. In my calculator, what's 16 over 20 times 400? It's 320b. I'm going to keep rocking. Number 11 is just a pure math question. I'm going to divide both sides by 4. I have x minus 7 equals negative 24, and that's my answer. Oh, oopsies. I'm going to divide both sides by, literally both sides by 4. I was unfair. Divide both sides by 4, you get C, negative 6. Cool. That's 11. Let's come on over here for number 12. For a snowstorm in a certain town, the minimum rate of snowfall was recorded at this, and the maximum was recorded at this. Which inequality is true for all values of S, where S represents a rate of snowfall in inches per hour recorded for the snowstorm? Which of the following could represent this? Isn't it going to be D? D was the lowest and the highest. I'm going to go with D. Almost feels too easy. Coming over here for number 13. I really haven't used Desmos yet, but maybe I'll use it here. I don't need to. I could do it the real way, but I'm kind of lazy. Y equals 4x, and over here, y equals x squared minus 12. Okay, where do these two functions hit? When x is greater than 0, so I'm going to come over here. What is the value of x right there? It's a little hard since I don't have a mouse. You, of course, will have a mouse. I'm getting 6 on the screen. So the x value is 6. Cool. Come over here for number 14. It says, a store sells 2 different size blah, blah, blah. Sells $896 this month. The equation, this represents the situation. X is the small containers, Y is the large. According to the equation, what is the price in dollars of each small container? So wait a second. X was the number of small. If X is the number of small, then the number in front of it must be the price. I would put 451. Bang. Come on over here for 15. Number 15 says, a right circular cylinder has a base diameter of 22 centimeters and a height of 6 centimeters. What is the volume? Volume is equal to pi r squared h. This formula is given to you at the top, really in the reference sheet. You just have to click on it. At that point, I really have diameter. Diameter isn't what we want. We want the radius. So that's 11 squared pi times h is 6. Throw that into your calculator or don't. Really, what's 11 squared? 121. 121 times 6 is probably C. Okay, that's 15. I'm coming down here for 16. It should start getting harder at some point, but this is still pretty easy. For this question, it says, which of the following is the graph of f of x plus 5? F of x plus 5, so shift all of these points up 5. Well, that's a clean point. That point is 3, 3. If I'm going to shift that up 5, it should go through 3, 8. I think the only one that's doing that is D. I'm going to keep going. Come on down here. For number 17, it says, at a particular track meet, the ratio of coaches to athletes is 1 to 26. If there are X coaches at the track meet, which of the following expressions represents the number of athletes at the track meet? What? At a particular track meet, the ratio of coaches to athletes is 1 to 26. Again, 1 to 26 is coach to athlete. If there are X coaches at the track, so it's X to 26X, I guess it's got to be B. That's a little weird. Let's keep going though. Come on over here for 18, Kaylani. Kaylani used fabric measuring 5 yards in length to make each suit. So she's using 5 yards each time, and that probably kind of explains that -5. X is probably the number of suits she makes, right? What is Y? Y in yards is the total amount of fabric that she bought. Wait a second. So she bought Y. She's using 5 yards per suit. She's making X amount of suits, and it equals 6. That must be the extra that she has left over. So looking at the answer choices, it's D, purchased 6 more. Yep, Kaylani purchased 6 more fabric than she needed to make the suits. Okay, great. Come on over here. We're almost done, I think. Number 19, what is tangent of 92 pi over 3? Well, I'm actually going to try putting this into my calculator first, putting it into radian mode. What is tangent of, in parentheses, 92 pi divided by 3? Do I get a clean value? I get negative 1.732. Now, what I'm probably just going to do is I'm just going to try these answer choices and see which ones match. I'm not going to try C or D because they are no good. So what is negative root 3? Negative root 3 does give me the same exact value. It's A. Oh my gosh, that's too easy. Number 19, let's keep going. Number 20. Number 20 says, what is cosine? Cosine of x? Well, cosine is ca, adjacent over hypotenuse. So I'm just going to go adjacent over hypotenuse. It's 11 over 28. Just going to check and see, can I simplify that fraction? Nope. 11 is prime. I'm going to come on down here. Here is number 21 when you're ready. Number 21 says that this function goes through 24 comma 0. Again, 24 comma 0 is here. 24 comma 0. In that case, if it goes through 24 comma 0, that suggests that this, of course, this is negative 14, right? So this would be negative 14 comma 0, and that's 24 comma 0. Interesting. So really, that's like saying x plus 14 comma x minus 24. They have it in a weird order a little bit, not really sure why, but that really suggests to me that maybe this is 24. Again, because these are the zeros, this would be x plus 14, and I guess they have it backwards, but they have 24 minus x. Interesting. Okay, what is the value of g of 0? Well, that's easy. Really, now that we have this function g of x, just plug in 0 for x. At that point, what's 14 times negative 24? I'm just going to put that in my calculator. Again, all I did was plug in 0 because it wanted me to. 14 times negative 24, I'm getting negative 336. Not too bad. That's 21. Come on over here for 22. This is the equation of a circle. It says point AB lies on the circle. Lies on the circle. Okay. This question I don't really know how to do, but I do understand that this is negative 4 and this is 19. Really, the center of the circle is negative 4 comma 19 and the radius is 11. So I don't know what to do, but I'm just going to try to graph it. So negative 4, 19 might be like right there. Negative 4, 19. It is going 11 up, 11 left, 11 right, 11 down. So could the answer be D? Could the x value be 19? I don't think so. Remember, 11, the radius being 11, that puts me here, really making you a beautiful circle here. Maybe my circle looks something like that. 11 to the right would give me 7, right? In other words, D and C could not be true. Same thing with A. I think A is too far to the left. And to explain that a little bit better, it's like if I went 11 to the left from negative 4, that would be here, that would be negative 15. How could you be so deep in the negatives as negative 16? You can't. It's B. Okay, that was a little harder, but still chilling. Come over here, 23. The right rectangular prism, I don't even know what that is. Is that just a box? I think that's just a box. Has a height of 9 inches. The length of the prism is x. So I have this box. I know that the length is x, which is 7 more than the width of the prism's base. 7 more than the width of the prism's base, so x minus 7. Okay. Which of the following gives the volume? Oh, the height is 9. I should have seen that. So length times width times height. I think it's B, not B, I'm sorry. I think it's 9 times x minus 7. I'm just going to make sure really quick. I think it's probably D. So if the length is x, that length is 7 more than the width. If that's 7 more than the width, I need to subtract 7 from that to get the width. Interesting. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Maybe I'll come back to that at the end, but I'm pretty confident. Let's keep going. Come on over here for this one. Which of the following has a minimum value of -3? Well, the answer is probably, I'm actually not sure. It's probably this one, or actually, to be honest, neither. This one actually will approach it asymptotically, but let's just check. Why not? I have -6 in parentheses 3 to the x, come down, -3. Let me zoom out. Let's see what that actually looks like. Holy moly, that goes down forever. Does that have a minimum value at -3? I don't think so. Whereas, what's this other function? I have y, I'm not even going to put y equals, too lazy. I have -3, 6 to the x. Oopsies, I messed that up, but I'll just erase that one. Okay, what about this one? This one goes down forever as well. Okay, in that case, yeah, I think I'm going to go with neither. All right, let's keep going. That was 24. Come on over here for 25. The result of increasing a quantity by 400. Well, remember that everything starts at 100%. What's up 400% from 100%? 500%. So 500%. So really is 60. So something increased by something being 500%ed is 60. Then therefore the answer is A. Really, 12 times 5 equals 60. Cool. Second to last question. We're almost done. Number 26. It says if A is an integer greater than 1, which of the following could be the value of A plus B? Well, this question's a little harder. At least I think so. I would start by just graphing this briefly. 7, 0. 7, 0 might be here. And -3, 0 might be here. It does say that A is an integer greater than 1, so I know that's a parabola facing up. Okay. In that case, I mean, if this is x plus 3 and this is x minus 7, which of the following could be the value? Well, I mean, I don't know. I'll just FOIL that. I have foiling that I have x squared minus 4x plus, what is that, minus 21. Again, I just FOIL those two. At that point, it does say that A is an integer greater than 1. So, I don't know, what if I just multiplied everything by 2? Normally this would be 1 here, but I'm just going to multiply a 2 to everything. At that point, I have 2x squared minus 8x minus 42. And A plus B, what's A plus B? A plus B gives me -6. Yeah, I guess it could be A. That's okay. Weird, but it's okay. Let's come on over here. Let's try number 27. I think the last question on this test. Okay, they saved the worst for last. This one does look a little strange, but it does say that this, and this are the zeros, really 0, 2, and -6. The value of G, 7 minus W, is 0, where W is a constant. What is the sum of all possible values of W? Interesting. So really, 7 minus W equals 0, 7 minus W equals 2, and 7 minus W equaled -6. Again, that's because of this, and this. Okay, weird. In that case, what is W? W here is 7. What is W here? W is 5. And what is W here? W equals 13. What is the sum? 13 plus 7 is 20. 20 plus 5 is 25. Interesting. All right. in that case, I am going to go ahead and check my answers to this first module and see how I do. I'll post in the comments how I did, but I'm pretty sure I got 100%. I'm pretty sure I got every single question right. If this helped you, please go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. And if you need help with really the second module or anything else, please go down and request it in the comments. I'm happy to make more videos for you guys towards this next digital SAT. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I'll see you guys soon.